Hey beautiful ones, welcome back to my channel. I have utterly lost the plot. I am doing something completely mad and hoping for the best. So I am going to be putting my vintage YSL Naja Rose bag in the washing machine, and this is from 2003, this bag. This is when these were released, so I don't actually know when this bag is from, but these were about back in 2003, spring, I think, spring YSL collection of 2003. So potentially this bag is 23 years old, so it's in quite good condition, to be fair. I bought this on eBay for around about £60, so not a massive amount. I think these resell for quite a bit more now, so whether these will be reissued at some point, I don't know. But as you can see, and I will put some cutaways, it is really quite grubby. When I first got it, I thought it had been cleaned, but it clearly hasn't. It's a different colour. When you lift up the inside, it is very different colour. It is a lot lighter, so yeah, it is grubby. I have attempted to clean it, albeit not a massive amount. Hang on, I'll show you what I hang on 1 second. Are you still there? Right, I'm back. So this is what I have used to attempt to clean it. This thing, whether I was using it right or not, I don't know, but it was like, I don't know, it felt like it was acting like sandpaper, like it was taking off the top layer, and I don't really want to be doing that. So I have done a bit of research about Suede cleaning. Putting it in the washing machine isn't recommended, but I have been watching quite a few TikToks, the oracle of TikTok, and people have put jackets in there, they've put all sorts in there, and they've come out absolutely fine. Google, however, told me not to do it, but I'm going to do it because, to me, cleaning this I think would be quite a nightmare, because it is just so... if it was just flat, I reckon I would get suede brushes and all that stuff and have a crack at cleaning it like that. But because it's quite intricate, and just difficult, isn't it? Around all these little edges and stuff like that. And I really want to wear this bag. I've worn it all of once in the about 2.5 years I've had it, and that was pretty much when I first got it. So it's not seeing any life outside the house, and I would really like to wear it this summertime, but when I wore it last time I then felt quite uncomfortable for going out in a grubby bag. And if you guys have watched my handbag collection videos, you will know I do not need to be going out the house in a grubby bag. I've got more than enough to take out instead, but I don't want this just sitting there because I bought it because I liked it. So yeah, we are going to have a go at popping it in the washing machine. So I'm going to put it in this dust bag. This dust bag could do with a wash anyway. It is Marc Jacobs dust bag, which is from my my Marc Jacobs bag, its name I can't remember, stand bag. That's it, yeah, my Marc Jacobs stand bag. So this could do with a bit of a clean. It looks a little bit grubby as well. This is the bag that came with it, so wouldn't hurt to give it a wash. So I'm going to pop it in. I will show you what is in there. I've just basically put some other bits of white stuff in there. When I looked at the TikTok videos, they just lobbed it in without anything else in there, but I don't really want it rattling around, being all over the place, in case that damages it, because it might get caught on here or anything really. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open it up because I was looking at this the other day. So right, I've got full of these, so I need to take this out. These are so good, these little Pop Mark desiccant pouches. Every time I buy a Pop Mark, which is scarily way too often, I pop these in my bags just to sort of any moisture or anything like that. So this bag on the inside is absolutely perfect. There's no marks on it or anything. But what I'm going to do is unclip this, because I don't really want it in there sort of pulling. Well, limit any kind of pulling and anything else going on. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to clip it back on here. I'm going to clip it like that, and then just pop this on the inside. It has got a mark on here, but I'm not over worried about that because that's on the inside. So if the machine doesn't take that out, it doesn't take it out. But I'm going to do it up, and I'm just going to pop it in like that. Hopefully that will limit it going bonkers in there. I am going to, yeah, just pop it in. Pop it in the dust bag. I'm hoping that this lettering doesn't sort of cause any dye to transfer. I found it quite difficult to find an all white dust bag because, yeah, like, really are there aren't really any all white dust bags. Everybody has their branding on, so, which is fine. You'd expect that, wouldn't you? So I'm just going to tie this up because there's quite a bit of string on there. Right, I'm just going to tie it up. You can see. So yeah, I suppose it's still got a bit of room to wiggle around in here, but hopefully that will stop it from going quite so bonkers in the washing machine. Right, so I'm popping it in. I feel really nervous, seriously. What am I doing? But it was okay, those TikTok videos. I can hear my dogs. No, don't try to stop me. No, you can't stop me. No. No. Off the camera. You can't stop me. I'm doing it. I am. I'm putting it in. I know, Mummy's being silly. I am. I'm being a silly girl. Right. Fingers crossed. My washing machine settings are a little bit weird. I don't have a hand wash setting that I had on my old washing machine. So I'm going to put it on 10 because that says silk, and I know silks are quite delicate. So I'm popping it on that, putting it on 30 degrees, making sure the tumble dryer is definitely off because that would be an absolute disaster, I suspect. So let's go. So if you watch other handbag content, you will probably have noticed some of my gorgeous and wonderful YouTube friends have been talking about my clothing brand, which is called Positive Hug. So I thought I would just come on here and just talk to you about it as well, considering it's my brand and they're also talking about it. So what is Positive Hug? So Positive Hug is a brand that I came up with at a time when I was going through a lot of stress and mental health issues, to be perfectly honest with you, a few years ago. And the idea of Positive Hug is to get out kind words out into the world for other people and also yourself, just as a bit of a reminder and a bit of a way to negate some of those horrible self-talk conversations that we have in our mind. I'm very much guilty of saying horrible things about myself to myself, as I think we probably all are. So the idea of a Positive Hug is it's all about self-love for yourself and love for other people. So this is one of my t-shirts. So it's plain on the front, and then on the back it has angel wings and the words self-love won't give you butterflies, but it will give you wings. So these are just like gentle reminders, I guess, as people are walking about the day, walking around the street, to hopefully just see some of these bits and just give them a bit of a lift. Sometimes, especially when you're in the world of your own, like I am when I'm walking around, sometimes feel a little bit negative, and it's just to see something, just to give you that little bit of spark of joy, or just that little bit of reminder that actually you're doing all right. That's the whole idea of the brand, really. Quite a lot of the bits on there are pink. I love pink. I love cute stuff. So the brand is, it's, as you can see, I do wear quite a lot of black, but I love pink. Pink and purple, especially purple. Lilac is my absolute favourite colour. So this is another one of my pieces. I love this one. This was, I want everything, to be honest, that I make on the website, because I design it. So I design it because I like it, and then it's like, I want to buy it. And my accountant would just have a mare if I bought absolutely everything on the website. So I do have to limit myself. But I love this one. This is an example, really, of what I mean. So it just says, I believe in you, and it's got matching heart details on the sleeve as well, and then on the front it's got the little, so I've been wearing this so it might be a little bit grubby, and then on the front it has got the Positive Hug logo, as it does have on the inside. Now I have changed, if you can see that, I have changed the logo on here since I ordered this one, because I wanted to have a pinky logo to match the colour of these hearts, just so that it blended in a little bit better with the full aesthetic of the sweatshirt. So there's a few different collections that I have on the website. So I have the self-love collection, and that is reminders for yourself. So it's mainly got designs on the front that it just gives you that reminder that you are okay. And self-love is so important, and I think it's something that we forget to prioritise in our lives. So I just want things that you can just look at and read and be just like, I'm okay. And we've then got the social kindness, which is this one, really. It's very much like this. It's designed for you to wear around the streets, around your home, anywhere really where people are going to see it and just have that little moment that actually they're okay. So that is for them. So it's just a little way just to spread a little bit of happiness and a bit of cheer and just uplift people's spirits, because we all know the world is an awful place at the moment. Not everywhere, but fortunately it's not the best. And having a son of my own, I know that kids do struggle with their own issues, and a lot of people do. So it's just a way to get a bit more positivity out there on the streets and visible, so people don't have to go and look for a positive quote of the day, motivational quote, etc, etc. It's just there and in the face, and hopefully it will just give them a little bit of something that they need to hear that day. I've also got the Bright Positivity collection. This is just sort of general bright fluffy quotes. Some of the designs are on the front, some of them are on the back, and it is just sort of general, just positivity really. So it's all about positive mindset, positive words, that type of thing, hence the name Positive Hug, because it's designed to give you a hug of positivity and make you feel uplifted, inspired and motivated. I also then have the Thoughtful Gifter collection. So this is, so the brand is more in the feminine energy, as you will see when you go onto the website, but the Thoughtful Gifter, these are pieces that are meant for gifting to people that may be in the masculine energy or other people in your life, if that makes sense. But I am going to be changing stuff on the website really soon, because I do have another brand which is called Alright Bruv by Positive Hug. If you're English, you will know what I mean. If you're British, you know what I mean by Alright Bruv. It's a bit like Alright Bro if you live anywhere else in the world. So that is going to be more in the masculine energy, so I'll be moving those pieces off the Positive Hug site and rejigging them and popping them on there. So it just makes the whole website feel a little bit more cohesive, if that makes sense. So thank you very much for listening, and on with the video. So it is done. I've given it an extra spin out. Just a quick disclosure, do not try this at home, regardless of how it turns out. Just please don't try it. Google said no, and I know I've been an absolute woolly brain putting it in, but fingers crossed it will all be okay. So let's see. So I've just hung up all the other white stuff, and there was still some marks on it, so I don't know whether that is because there was quite a lot of stuff in here or not, that the detergent just didn't work on it. But I'm hoping that it was enough to make a difference, and this is okay, because I really do not want to have to do this again. Okie doke, so here it is. It's a bit scruffed. I won't have time to dry this before I upload the video, so I imagine it may not need drying before you can see what it's like. But if it does, I will postpone uploading this and wait until it's fully dry, and then we show you. I don't think it's made a difference. No, it hasn't. It's still grubby AF. And it's sopping wet. Look, can you see the back? It still looks just as messy and as gross as it was when I started. Maybe I should have just done it on its own without all the other stuff in there too. I don't know what to do now, because I don't want to wreck it, but it's not falling apart, so that is the main thing. I don't know whether just to go down and pop it back in all on its own, give it another go to see whether these marks will then come out, because I don't want it to dry and then redo. And maybe it's not as bad as I think. Sticking on the inside, if you remember, the inside was decent, and the inside looks a bit grubby now, so that could just be the wet patches as opposed to genuine grubbiness. So I am going to let it dry. It's definitely still got some grubbiness on it though, because can you see it down there? What should I do? What should I do? Should I pop it back in? Because I don't want to keep putting it in and getting it wet and then drying it and getting it wet, because oh sugar, I left for these in. Because I don't want to keep messing it around. So you know what? I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to put it back in. Give it another redo. I'm going to do it on its own, on a mini load, with the same detergent and everything as I did do before. And then, because it is still quite gross. And then, because I don't want to have to redo it, as I said, so I probably can't upload this today, but we'll see. So I have decided not to actually put this back in the wash, because when I have taken the strap out from the bag just to have a little look, it's all gone horrible all along the edges, and I don't want to risk water getting in it and making it worse. It's just a shame that this strap can't be detached. It makes me now think, should I have left it out? So, because I put it in there like this, so it's on the inside like that, but I just can't imagine that would have damaged it like that, just being in there. That wouldn't have damaged it if I'd have had this out. So I'm going to let it dried, because it looks quite grubby on places that weren't grubby originally. So I'm hoping that when it's dry it is okay. But as I said, I'm not going to put it back in because I don't want to get this damaged anymore. So I will be getting out the super glue on this and then seeing where we go, but I definitely won't be doing that today. I'm going to get it fully dried and then see where we are. an update now on my bag that it has dried. So this is what it looks like now it's dry. So much better than what it looked like when it was wet. It does still look a little bit grabby, but I'm starting to think maybe that is just how it is. With what happened to the strap, I don't really want to put it back in the washing machine again. If you have a little look at this under bit, this is sort of what it should look like. So it is still a little bit, as you can see, it is still a bit darker in colour. You can see around the edges. So yeah, it's not perfect, far from perfect, but I am very surprised that it's turned out as well as it has. Very surprised that the strap broke, actually, more so than anything else. But where I've had the strap in the sun, it's like the glazing sort of bonded it back together again a little bit. I have put some super glue on it since, and yeah, again, it's not perfect, probably because I didn't do a particularly good job with the super glue. It's got a bit crusty, but this bag is now wearable, which is what I wanted it to be. So yeah, I am definitely counting this as a win. Let me know your thoughts. As I said in the disclaimer, I wouldn't try this at home because you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, this one, I'm definitely counting this as a win. It's not... Some of the stuff that it said on Google as to why it could sort of make it go rough is that it said that it could make the suede go sort of crispy. And this one definitely hasn't. This is no less smooshy than it was before. So yeah, I'm pleased. What do you think? Thanks so much for watching. Till the next one. Bye.